We're here with the one and only Miss Sarah Farasia.
Hi, David Yontef. How are you, love?
How are you? Life is good, right? We're happy. Lots of things are going on. Got some, life changes. Just the seasons change and people change. They stay the same, but they change. And I'm in a good mood today, Miss Farasia.
Good. I love when you're in a good mood. I'm in a good mood too. Honey, I have no problems. Okay. I'm purchasing some eggs here in the next couple of weeks
Mm.
for my baby. I'm doing an egg donor. I am so excited to have my next child. And it's a freeing feeling. Women know this listening to our show when you have miscarriages and it's so hard to conceive. And I'm grateful beyond measure because I already have one healthy son. And I know some women are just trying to do that. But I can't do IVF. I've failed IVF. I'm 42. It's not working on my own. So it's kind of freeing to move on to egg donor. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited and I want to have one more healthy baby. So I love being a mama.
I love you being a mama. I am wishing you the best of luck when you do have the child. When you
Yeah.
do, and you will, I will not be there in the delivery room, but I want you to you raise the child properly. You've got to turn to byheart.com/podcast. That's byheart.com/podcast. If you use code Velvet, you will get a
What?
welcome offer on their clinically proven, easy to digest infant formula. This is supposed to be the most pure, organic, best for your baby formula on the market. It is called ByHeart, and it's byheart.com/podcast. All my friends who are parents in the Hamptons, I had them all order this and they swear by it.
Actually,
So
I'm gonna actually use
you
this
should,
for real.
for
No, I am
real.
actually. It sounds freaking amazing and it gets really good reviews. No, I am gonna try this.
Oh, there
I
you
hadn't
go.
heard of this company until you said it, but formula is very important and I probably won't breastfeed much or very long at all. So I love this. Thank you. By the way,
For
also
finally, you realize I'm just here to help when I give these codes. It's just for a discount, guys. I'm trying to help. It's
and for
really
all
good
of you,
formula. It's pure. And I swear, all my friends in the Hamptons with kids, which is a lot of them, guys, they all use it. They love it.
I'm gonna. And by the way, for anybody listening who's like, I hate kids, I have no interest, go to
Yes.
Via Hemp, VIIAHEMP.com. You can get all your THC, even non-THC products there. And they are the only company in the US that have not, they have completely organic THC like hemp products and oils. There's something very unique about them. I should know.
No,
And
you should know.
something super unique. Anyway, use code TSFS. You get 15% off your entire order.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna do that because I don't have the kids and I need to relax at the end of the
Yeah, good.
day.
And I'll get the buy
It's
heart. You get the Via Hemp.
the By
And
Heart will change your life and it's gonna raise you a healthy child. Um, you know who might be having a new kid soon on Bravo? Miss Medley. She's meddling around over there, Miss Medley. Apparently they're shopping it around, guys. So just settle down. We don't have a green light, but apparently they're looking at Dorinda to do the uh version of Lisa Vanderpump's Vanderpump Villa at Bluestone Manor. We'll have a staff. We've already had a girls' trip there. What do you think of this? A show where Dorinda is like the Lisa Vanderpump. It has a staff working at Bluestone Manor, and you can check in for the weekend.
I am blown, aren't you? I mean, who is her manager? Who is her agent? This woman has been given like a ninth
It's a
life,
good one. It's a good idea, right?
right? I think it's a phenomenal idea. I mean, no, no, no. Tell us, okay. I always say you're the genius of podcasting, but Dorinda now may be on the level of Luann. Like, we are now seeing somebody who I thought they had no interest in, would never bring back. Now she's getting her own freaking show. How do you think this has happened, David?
Well, the pause is over. Look, I think it's smart of Bravo. They tried Girls Trip. It's not happening anymore, thanks to some people could say Caroline Manzo, some people could say Brandy Glanville. We've talked about that ad nauseum, but those are the two that people seem to blame. You could also blame ratings, guys, but I think it's smart that they are using what they have in front of them. This show with Luann is greenlit and Ashley Darby. and Giselle and
Mhm.
Shannon. Someone slipped into the DMs. What about Cynthia Bailey? Sure. I think season 2, let's have Cynthia Bailey and Erica Jane and Sutton Strack. I mean, we could keep going for the rest of our lives here. So they obviously want to use people that they already have in their network, which I think is smart. I think the Valley is a good indication, although that was based on Scandal. I don't know if the Valley would be such a success if it wasn't. I mean, it's not like it's an ensemble show. It's not just because of Jax or Kristen, but we certainly started tuning in because of Jax and Kristen. So I think that it's a smart idea to take someone, um, people from the network that we already are working with. I think what you ask why, well, you have Sonia, who I just saw yesterday doing the Walk of Shame in the Hamptons, who shows up for a work job and is given one of how many people to sit on that stage at Watch What Happens, and she's a drunk mess. Like, Dorinda is a business person. She doesn't fumble the ball. Yes, she likes to drink martinis as much as I do and others. But when
Well, yeah, they
it's
alleged she was a big cokehead years ago on a reunion. I mean,
They did allege this, but if you are and you can still show up and do the job, there's other
they don't
house.
care.
Yeah, like Dorinda, I think when it comes time to do the work, does the work. And look, she makes good TV. And it's kind of like, why not tap into her? I mean, she also had a book. Listen, this is what I've said about Dorinda. Dorinda, now she hasn't, I don't think she's blocked me like many of the others, but there's not necessarily any love loss between her and me. But, right, she hasn't blocked me. But when I see Dorinda out, she usually says, "Hello, how are you? Good to see you." Like, at least we're civil. And when Dorinda had to sell that book, she came on this podcast. I was like, "Oh, is she really good?" Yeah, she came on. We had a wonderful time. So, like, I totally respect that. Like,
And
what does
business.
that have to do with whether you like me or not? We had a great show. I loved chatting with her. We sold the book. I mean, I'm not saying I'm responsible for her book sales, but we did the job. I had a great talk with her. My audience loved it. We all got something out of it, and we haven't really spoken since. I mean, I'm great with that. I wish all the housewives were like that, not personal. So I like Dorinda as a business person. I think this show could be great if they greenlight it. I'm kind of all for it,
Wow.
right?
Look, I don't know what game she's done. I don't know who she's ears she's got, but good for her. I love it. And this now we're getting like a Palm Beach show too. I want you to talk about that. But I'm just gonna say, Mr. Yontif, normally your crystal ball is right, but I thought aren't you the one that said, "Oh, they're going younger. They want younger, younger." They seem to be greenlighting all these women over 50 shows. So I'm just going to say it. For traditional television, people are not watching young people. They're just not. So there.
Let me clarify my statement for Miss Frazier, because now she's throwing
So
my
there.
words back in my face. What I meant, counselor, is that for the housewives to be able to bring in a new cast like Miss Giudice, Miss Gorga, and have 15 years in front of us, they are going for younger ladies in the housewives world.